So, you want a promotion. You think you deserve it. You have convinced yourself that there is no other path forward. You want recognition. Not so fast. Wanting a promotion is not enough. Not even close. Most people are chasing titles like rats in a maze, scurrying, scrambling, and ultimately getting nowhere. If that sounds harsh, well, that's life. Today we are ripping off the rose-colored glasses and exposing 5 ruthless realities behind earning that next rung on the ladder. Your real motives for the promotion, how to see your real value, how to navigate your environment, your mind traps to recognize, and a clear action plan to get you promotable. You don't deserve a promotion. You earn it. Hey, my name is Greg from Renew. I'm a master coach helping people, teams, and organizations to know, design, and become themselves. Renew and I are here to help you live a life where you have control. Okay, let's be real here. You want a promotion. But why? If your answer starts with because I deserve it, you need to go deeper. Psychologists tell us that motivation lives in 2 camps. Intrinsic, you love the challenge, you crave growth, and extrinsic, money, title, office with you, etc. And if we go deeper on the intrinsic side, self-determination theory says real satisfaction comes from autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Everything else is just noise. Much more about this theory right there. Think of a promotion as a mirror. It doesn't just reflect a title. It reflects what you channel into getting there. If the mirror is smeared with ego or envy, your reflection will be blurry or worse. Grab a pen or open your notes app. Set a timer for 60 seconds. In that minute, list your top 3 reasons you want this promotion. And be brutally honest. Is it because you love leading teams? Because you're hungry for more responsibility? Or because your colleague has got a better title salary than you? Got your 3 whys? Excellent. Now rate each one from 1 to 10 on an intrinsic versus extrinsic scale. 1 being pure passion and 10 all about the perks. Don't overthink it. Go with your gut. And a coaching question for you. If money, power, and status were off the table, why would you still chase this role? There's nothing wrong in wanting money or satisfying a bit your ego. Though all research shows that this will only go so far with getting you true satisfaction. Right after finishing your ratings, circle the 1 reason that's scored lowest on extrinsic motives. That is your true driver. Pat yourself on the back. That clarity is your first plank in the promotion bridge. Now that you know why you want up that ladder, let's figure out what you bring to it. Let me introduce to you the value equation. Value equal impact times visibility times rarity on one side and times human ROI. Impact is the concrete outcomes, revenue gain, cost cut, deadlines met. Visibility is who spots you, your manager, peers, senior leaders, etc. Rarity is how few people can deliver what you do. And a very important part is the human return of investment, the relationships you build, the culture you uplift, the trust you earn. This multiplies all the rest. Social capital in organization is literally as valuable as financial capital. People-backed initiatives outpace core processes by 25% on average. Also, Gallup research shows that high-trust teams are 50% more productive. Your ability to connect is a deliverable in itself. You can see it as your value being a 2-sided coin. On the front side, you have your technical and business wins. On the back side, you have the human connections and goodwill that you've minted. So you need to mint both sides. Pause me here and pick 1 recent project, ideally from the last 3 months, let's say, where you delivered some strong results. Got it? Now in your notebook or notes app, create 2 columns. One is for results, the other one is for relationships. In the results column, list all the quantifiable outcomes, like you've added $50,000 of revenues or you reduce report time by 40%. On the relationship column, you can put who did you coach, mentor, or empower? Which stakeholders you influenced? How did you build trust or ease friction? Take 90 seconds now to fill both columns. Next, write a single powerful line that marries both sides. For example, last quarter, I drove 30% efficiency boost in our reporting process while mentoring 2 junior analysts to independently own their dashboards freeing up our manager for strategic work. That sentence shows what you did and how you lifted up others. Do that for anything major that you have achieved or plan to achieve. You like this video so far? Then you know what to do. Also subscribe and put on notifications if you want to receive content like this every week. Check out other YouTube videos from famous YouTube channels in the video description. It's always good to take a look at a topic through multiple lenses. If you try to plant seeds in a rocky environment, nothing grows. Let's size up your soil before you sow. Let's talk about ladders versus lattices. Some organizations still use a strict ladder, one narrow path up, while others favor a lattice, where you can move sideways, diagonally, or up as opportunities arise. There might also be a promotion cadence. Typical promotion cycle happen every 12 to 36 months, tied to performance reviews, budget calendars, and the industry company you're in. There's also sponsorship and social capital. 70% of internal promotions happen when you have an active sponsor at the leadership level, someone who will advocate for you behind closed doors. You wouldn't sow seeds without testing the dirt's pH and nutrients. Similarly, you need to understand what's fertile and what's barren in your organization before you invest all that effort. Pause for a second and come back to your notebook. We're doing a lightning org audit in 3 quick steps. First step is timing patterns. List the last 5 promotions on your team or in your department. When did they happen? The second is skill sets. For each promoted person, note what skill or role upgrade got them across the line. The third point is sponsorship signals. Who spoke up for them? Was it their direct manager, a peer leader, or someone higher up? And take 90 seconds now, freeze this frame if you need it, and jot down those 3 columns. And as a coaching question based on this exercise, what do the last 5 promotions in your area tell you about when and how people move up here? That insight is your environmental compass. Congratulations, you have scoped your soil. Now let's clear the landmines before you take a step forward. First, the entitlement mindset. Believing I deserve this without evidence can trigger a self-fulfilling prophecy of disappointment, and you might burn bridges. The second one is confirmation bias. We notice only the wins that justify our beliefs and filter out any red flags, dangerous when you're wooing decision makers. Third, the Dunning-Kruger effect. The less expertise you actually have, the more likely you are to overestimate your readiness. You wouldn't cross a field blindfolded, yet many of us step toward promotion with ego, bias, and overconfidence as our guides. One wrong move and boom, your credibility is irreparably damaged. Another point is you might also suffer from imposter syndrome, which might stop you from ever asking for promotion. Much more about this right here. Grab your pen again. This is a self-defense drill. We're doing a bias check in 2 steps. The first step is identify your belief. Write down 1 promotion-related belief you hold without solid proof. Like, I'm the top performer here. They owe me this raise. I've got all the skill they need. Now, step 2, gather contrary evidence. For that belief, list 2 concrete data points or feedback snippets that challenge it. Like, my last project fell 2 weeks late. I received no direct praise for that initiative. Someone else has deeper domain expertise in this. You're not there to find excuses for yourself. You're really trying hard to find reasons that, you might not be exactly right here. Take 60 seconds now, pause the video and fill in those 2 columns. Belief, counter evidence. And a coaching question related to this. Where might you be deceiving yourself about your readiness? And what's the real data saying? What should you be doing with it? All right, this is where we stop dreaming and start doing. Now it's time to build a bridge that gets you across. Frameworks drive action. Studies show that people who write down specific time-bound goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. Accountability also accelerates progress. Sharing milestones with a sponsor or peer partner increases follow-through by 65% and make you visible. Every plank on your bridge is a concrete action. Skip one and the whole thing can collapse under your weight. So let's use a promote framework. The P for prepare, clarify role, expectations, and skills gap. The R is for record, log wins, feedback, lessons learned. The O is for own. Take visibility, responsibility for high impact projects. M is for measure. Set both numeric and trust-building targets and review progress weekly. O is for offer. Proactively propose solutions or new initiatives. Use feed-forward to show you're trying to grow, and more about the feed-forward technique right here. T is for track. Use a dashboard or checklist to stay on course. E is for evolve. Iterate your plan based on feedback and results. Pause and grab a blank slide or fresh page in your notes. Title that page My 6 Months Promotion Roadmap. Now in 3 boxes labeled months 1-2, months 3-4, and months 5-6, do the following. For months 1-2, it's about prepare and record. Your action 1 is to identify one skill gap or expectation with your manager. Your action number 2 is set up a simple tracking sheet to log daily wins. In your months 3 and 4, it's about owning and measuring. Your action 3 is to lead a mini project or take up a visible stretch assignment. Action 4 is define one key metric, like reduce support tickets by 20%, and review progress every Friday. Then we move to month 5 and 6, which is about offer, tracking, and evolution. Your action 5 is to draft a proposal for a new process or initiative that solve a known pain point. Your action 6 is present your proposal to a stakeholder and gather feedback. Action 7, adjust your plan based on that feedback and prepare your formal promotion case. And a coaching question. If you had a 6-month runway, what 3 milestones would prove your promotion ready? All right, you've got your why, your value, your map of the terrain, and your biased minds cleared. You even have your plan, so now it's time to put on your hard hat and start building that bridge. Remember, every promotion isn't a gift. It's the payoff for the groundwork you laid today. Here's a parting thought by the Stoic philosopher Seneca that can inspire you. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. If you're hungry for more on how to raise your value and secure that raise without even asking, you will be interested in this video here.